Hello students, welcome to the online lecture series of Advanced Concrete Technology. So, in last lectures I was telling you about steel fiber reinforced concrete, glass fiber reinforced concrete and about fiber reinforced concrete. So, we have completed almost 80% of the topics of this unit. Now today will be the last lecture of this unit number 5, and the topic which I am going to discuss in today's lecture is SIFCON, 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 that is slurry infiltrated fiber concrete. Okay, and the next one is SIMCON, SIMCON, that is slurry infiltrated matte concrete. Okay, so starting with SIFCON, that is slurry infiltrated fiber concrete. So it's a different kind of fiber concrete in which we induce slurry. Okay, so SIFCON, it is one of the high performance material containing steel fiber from 5% to 20%. Okay, this is high performance concrete which having material containing steel fiber. Okay, so fiber placement can be accomplished by hand or through the use of commercial. Okay, so we can place fiber for this SIFCON by manually as well, and also mechanically. So orientation of fiber is an important aspect in the fabrication of SIFCON. So if you are dealing with SIFCON, you have to keep in mind in which direction you are placing your fibers, means in horizontal way, in vertical way. So both have different characteristics. So if the fibers are aligned along the diameter of a cylinder, okay, along the diameter of a cylinder means, see, this is diameter, na? This is diameter of the cylinder. So along the diameter means this one, in this direction. This is the fiber which is placing along the diameter, means you can say horizontally. If you are placing the fiber horizontally, a much higher strength can be expected to the cylinder in which fibers are aligned along the axis of cylinder. See, the first one, this figure is along the diameter and this is along the axis. So axis is this, the axis of cylinder is this. So if you are placing fibers in this way, so this will have lower strength than this one, so this have greater strength. Okay, this arrangement will have greater strength. Okay, if you are placing fibers along the diameter. Okay, so orientation is a very important thing. So in both these things, a force you are applying, that is tensile force you are applying, sorry, compressive force you are applying here and here. So this is orientation along diameter, this is perpendicular to diameter, or you can say along the axis. Okay, so in both the figure we are giving compressive stresses and the orientation of fibers are different. Okay, in one in first diagram we have placed fibers along the diameter, and in second one we have placed fibers perpendicular to the diameter, or you can say according to their axis, in a orientation along their axis. Okay, so in this form work, molds are filled to capacity with randomly oriented steel fiber, usually in loose condition, and resulting fiber network is infiltrated by a cement based slurry. So resulting fiber network which is infiltrated by cement based slurry. So we are using here cement slurry. So the amount of fibers required for composite is depends on aspect ratio, fiber geometry and placement technique. This I have told you in unit 4th as well. Orientation of fiber is an important aspect. Okay, so in thin section less than 25 mm, fibers tends to orient themselves into two direction. So if the fibers are aligned along the diameter of cylinder, a much higher strength can be expected than the perpendicular. So what are the constituents material for SIFCON? The ingredients which are used in SIFCON are, see here, flowchart diagram. This one is, the first one is steel fiber and the second is cement based slurry fibers. Okay, so Sifcon is made up of primarily these two things, steel fiber and cement based slurry fiber. So in steel fibers we have different types of steel fibers in their shape and size, like hooked ends, crimped fibers, surface deformed fibers, strength fibers. Okay, and cement based slurry comprises of fine sand, cement and admixtures. In admixtures you can use high range water reducing admixtures. Okay, so to lower water cement ratio we needed high range water reducing admixture. So fibers means steel fibers with hooked end is commonly used in most of the structural projects. I have told you fibers with hooked end is the most important one. It means in comparison to straight fiber, hooked fiber is very good. Okay, so the fiber length vary from 30 mm to 60 mm and aspect ratio 60 to 100. Okay, and the matrix means matrix of Sifcon does not contain coarse aggregate. So this is the key point of this Sifcon is you cannot use coarse aggregate. So in Sifcon coarse aggregate is completely absent. Okay, so it is consist of cement fly ash, cement silica fume, means these are the admixtures, means you can use cement fly ash or cement silica fume or cement sand fly ash or cement sand silica fume. So these are the combination of matrix you can use in preparing Sifcon. Okay, so addition of silica fume in matrix increases the strength, whereas addition of fly ash or sand results no change in strength or slight decreases. So you can use silica fume for better result. Okay, if you are using fly ash or sand, you will not able to find any good result, or you can or except this we can find slight decrement in strength too. Okay, so it is good to use silica fume in matrix. Okay, so mixed proportion, the next is mixed proportion. So a fiber volume fraction of about 10% produces optimal strength values. See, okay, fiber volume fraction you can keep up to 10%. So typically fibers are sprinkled into the mold until it is filled completely. So you have to fill fiber in direction according to your need, or in good direction in uniform manner, and you have to fill that mold until it is filled completely. So the fiber volume fraction, see here, the fiber volume fraction could be changes slightly depending on the first placement technique and the fiber geometry. Okay, so water cement ratio is 0.3 recommended for slurry, because you can use 0.3, and if you want to have little more water you can add admixture to it, HWRA, to improve the flow ability of the slurry. High range water, yes, this only I was telling you. If you want to improve the flow availability of slurry, you can add admixture, HWRA. Okay, so to compensate this water cement ratio. Okay, cement to sand ratio is maintained up to 1:2, and if fly ash is used as an admixture, about 20% of cement could be replaced with fly ash. So if you are using fly ash, you can replace up to 20% cement. Okay, so this is all about Sifcon constituent, and now next is physical property of Sifcon. So chemical property. So first of all, mechanical property. Mechanical property means in which we are dealing with this compressive strength, tensile strength, split tensile strength, flexural strength, impact value, durability, malleability. Okay, these are the mechanical properties. So compressive strength and also in civil engineering point of view, this is at most important to study all the mechanical properties. Okay, so compressive strength of Sifcon can be made to vary from normal strength to more than 140 MPa. इतना भी आप कर सकते हो, 140 के ऊपर भी. So higher strengths can be obtained with the use of additives such as fly ash, microsilica and admixture. Okay, it has large strain capacity, modulus of elasticity of Sifcon slightly higher than plain matrix modulus. Tensile strength of Sifcon is about 14 MPa compared to the plain matrix strength is 7 MPa. So tensile strength are greater for fiber volume fraction higher than 10% compared to volume fraction lower than 10%. So ductility also in the same way, modulus of rupture, shear strength is about 4 times shear strength of plain matrix. So this is very good result here of adopting Sifcon. Okay, means shear strength is just about 4 times of the shear strength what we are obtaining from plain matrix. So it is very good to adopt Sifcon. So the magnitude of shrinkage strain, which ranges from 0.005 to 0.0125, is slightly lower than typical normal concrete. So here these are the mechanical properties. Okay, and what are the applications of Sifcon? Bridge deck rehabilitation, okay, in pavement rehabilitation, in refractory application you can use. So various wide application are there in which you can adopt this technology. Okay, security walls that need protection against blasting, drilling and torching. Okay, so explosive resistant containers too. Okay, you can use this technique there for storing materials that could accidentally explode. Repairing of structural components such as damaged pre-stressed concrete beams. Precast products such as precast slabs, small walls which provide good impact resistance. A great energy absorption capacity makes Sifcon suitable for application involving impact, blast and earthquake loading. So these are the most important highlights about Sifcon. So you can use Sifcon uh, in various construction. Okay, and also this provides good mechanical properties that we are looking for. Okay, so you can use Sifcon, and just remember you can adopt water cement ratio as low as possible, and to compensate water quantity you can compensate it with adding admixtures HWRA. So this is about Sifcon. Okay, and the next is the very last topic is Simcon, SIMCON, slurry infiltrated matte concrete. And just remember always, anyway, okay, at any cost, Sifcon and Simcon will be, okay, will be come in your exam 100%. Okay, so these two topics have repeatedly asked from past 5 to 6 years, and in this year too this question will be asked. Okay, so you have to get ready with these two topics anyway. In any way, unit 5 having Sifcon and Simcon is the must topic, is the 100% topic that will going to come in your exam. So you have to learn it well. Okay, so the next is Simcon, slurry infiltrated matte concrete. So here the term matte. Okay, so see, a special type of continuous fiber mat, high performance fiber reinforced cementitious composite is called Simcon. So you have to prepare a continuous fiber mat. Okay, so which stands for slurry infiltrated matte concrete. So it is well suited for the development of novel repair, retrofit and new construction solution. So what you have to do there, you have to just lay over their mat of this, and you can use gunneting, shotcreting, and also you can add slurry to that surface. So yes, Simcon is very good technology for repair work. Okay, and also it proves economical. Okay, so Simcon uses a manufactured continuous mat of interlocking डिसकंटिन्यूस स्टील फाइबर्स. ओके, सो इसमें क्या रहेगा आपका, इंटरलॉकिंग डिसकंटिन्यूस स्टील फाइबर्स रहेंगे. ओके, placed in a form and then infiltrated with a flowable cement based slurry. So you have to place a mat which is having interlocking property, interlocking discontinuous steel fiber, and you can place this mat in the form and also then after placing this mat you can add slurry to it. Okay, so means matrix. The use of continuous mats typically made with stainless steel to control corrosion in very thin members. It permits development of high flexural strength and very high ductility with a reduced volume of fibers. So the experimental results demonstrated that Simcon exhibit improved properties in means Simcon कहाँ पे it's good it is good in tension, compression, flexure and shear even when comparatively low fiber volume fraction fiber mats are used. So Simcon are most desirable in repair. Just only I was telling you, this is the most good technology in repairing work in retrofitting of structural elements such as column, which require a high increase in strength and toughness in the transverse direction while increasing only ductility but not strength in the longitudinal direction. So this is all about Simcon. This is the special technique and very good technique while achieving this one. Okay, while achieving retrofitting and repairing. Here you can see the first para. See, in a retrofit situation, okay, retrofitting means it's a repairing technique. Continuous Simcon fiber mats delivered in large rolls. Okay, so Simcon fiber mats कैसे होते हैं? Large rolls में it is available in the market, can be easily installed by wrapping around members to be rehabilitated. So just you what to do. What you can do here, suppose a column is there. Okay, see, a damaged column is there. So here damage column got damage here. So just you are repairing it, means you have to do retrofitting of this column. So just you can use Simcon technology here. Just wrap this column by mat. Okay, this Simcon fiber mat. And okay, to be by wrapping in new construction of high performance composite frame, Simcon is well suited. So आपने इसको frame किया, then you can add slurry of the cement to it. Okay, by gunneting or shotcreting method. So this can develop high strength, high ductility and thin stay in place formwork elements that eliminate the need for secondary and most of the primary reinforcement. So it can replace somehow primary reinforcement too. So it is very good technique for repairing of column and beams. So Simcon can achieve higher strength and energy absorption. So what about their mechanical properties? So it can achieve higher strength and energy absorption values under compression than plain concrete. Okay, so this graph is, see here in this graph, this requires a relatively large amount of fiber. Only just you need to do what you need to do, just add a large amount of fibers to it in concrete. Okay, and you will get a good result in compare with plain concrete. So about 12% to 15%, which is very difficult to achieve outside the laboratory. So these are the improvement. So providing the fibers as a mat, which is then infiltrated by a high strength slurry, a new type of high performance FRCC called slurry infiltrated mat concrete can be produced. Only what you need to do, you just need to have mat, okay, fiber mat, and one is fiber mat, and along with this high strength slurry. When you add these two things, you will get a good result. Okay, so this is about graph in versus plain concrete in versus Simcon. Okay, so see here, plain concrete results. See here, these are the stress. So Simcon is having taking so much stress. Okay, and here plain concrete, here only it gets down here. Okay, so this is all about the graph, plain concrete versus this one. So Simcon mats, see here, like this mats are available in the market. So material properties of this concrete include the behavior under compression and tension. So the primary concern associated with this is long-term performance are frost, durability, creep, shrinkage and change in the mechanical properties under load. So these are the mats available in the market, and you can make slurry infiltrated mat concrete. So in mat concrete you have to need fiber mat, okay, and good strength, high strength slurry, and by the combination of these two things you will find a good result, a good concrete, okay, that possess so much good strength in comparatively in plain concrete. So this is all about Simcon and Sifcon. Just remember this thing, this topic Simcon and Sifcon is the 100% topic that in exam this will surely come, okay, this will surely come, 200% this topic will come in your exam. So just learn it well, and also take it well, okay, and if you have any doubt you can ask me at any time. So we have completed our this unit 5th. From now onwards, I am thinking to take some practical lectures too through Zoom Meet. So I am going to start practical classes too, okay, virtual practical session. So in that I will tell you about your term work, okay, your ACT term work, and ACT term work is the external term work, so this is very important one, okay. So in next lecture I am going to tell you about unit number, last unit, that is 6th unit, and about practical. So thank you all of you.